Carl Edwards' second-place finish. First thing you said when you walked into our studio is, I want to see the finish again. Yes. I want to look at it. Let's start with that. Let's show you the finish, and you take us through where you came from, like about a football field back, and how you almost got the win.
Well, I had David Gilliland pushing my Aflac forward here. I thought if I went to the top that David would win the race, so I went there. That's good to see. I thought, I just didn't have enough time. Man, it's still, I don't want to see it. Take it away, don't show it anymore. What was supposed to happen is the Aflac Ford was supposed to go by Trevor. But I'll tell you what Trevor said, I think, is really telling. He said this feels like a dream. And since he's been down here, since I've known him, and I'm not saying this just because he won this race, there's something special about him. He really is a nice person. He really does work hard. He does the right thing. He helps people when he can. When he talks about back-to-back ministries, that's a ministry that our buddy Lonnie runs down in Mexico. He went there for a week. He helped these orphans on his offseason. Nobody talked about that. He's a good person, and I think, in a way, he may have been truly meant to win that race.
He was so fast all week long. Looked good in the 150s, looked good in the nationwide race, and the day to win the 500 for him, unbelievable. I think we're all so proud of him. It's unbelievable. But, you know, talking about the race, I want to talk to you about some of that right now. I mean, how was it inside that car running 500 miles, trying to find a drafting partner all day long and trying to worry about your water temperature throughout the day? I mean, I saw cars in and out all over the place. It looked like a major hectic race.
Yes, major hectic. It was 208 laps, right? So that's 520 miles of terror. That's what I said. And this was the most terrifying portion for me. That didn't look very sideways, but that was almost over with right there. That's David Reagan pushing me. And then I drove the back of the 3M car there. To try to explain this to folks at home, what's happening in the race car is you're pushing the guy in front of you, okay? All you can see is the back of that car. You're hoping that he can see what's going on in front of him, and then you have to look down at your water gauge. You have to see if the water's getting too hot. You can feel the guy pushing the brakes, pumping the brakes to keep you on his bumper. At the same time, you're trying to listen to a spotter who's not even your spotter. You're just listening to the guy in front of you. We had all of our radios switching channels and doing all that. And it was just insane. And you're in your mind, you're going, this is the Daytona 500. I want to go. And then you see all these people wrecking, and you realize, hey, we've got to just take it easy. We've got to be there at the end. And that worked out for us.
Carl, I could have never imagined through all my years of racing the way that restrictor plate racing used to be and how nerve-wracking that was, that something could be more so. But I think with hearing you and listening to these other guys I've talked throughout the week, it was just incredible inside there, right?
Okay, yes, it won caution. Their caution came out. I always look at the pylon, see how many laps are up, see who's running the scoreboard. I look up there, it's like 22 laps. 22. There's something wrong with it. We've run like 300 miles, haven't we? 22 laps in, I was worn out. My heart was pounding. My hands hurt from squeezing the wheel. This was very stressful, and the only reason it wasn't worse is because of the caliber of drivers we have out there. They put this in our hands. NASCAR did. They gave us this style of racing, and the guys did as good a job as anyone could do.